Hi, my name's Nigel Green and I'm the CEO of deVere. Today I'm going to be explaining to you all about deVere, what we actually do as an organization. I'm going to explain to you about the opportunities that we have in our company, particularly here in the Middle East. I'm going to talk about the rewards that you'd get by working in this particular industry, and also what does it take to be successful? What qualities do you need? I'll also finish with my philosophy. In other words, what do I think it takes to be successful in life? You've been sent this video because we believe that potentially you could be good for our business and we can help you develop your career. So let me explain to you everything about our organization. So the company is a technology-driven investment bank. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, we use technology to make sure that we're giving clients advice, the best advice on how to use their money to maximum effect. Our clients in the main are expatriates and the top end of the local market. You think about it, everybody needs money for their future. So everybody's a prospect. And I always say clients are one or two positions or somewhere in between. Think about it this way. People either have no money or they've got a large amount of money or somewhere in between. If you've got no money, what do you need to do? Well, obviously you need to create capital for the future. And if you've got money, what do? Okay, well, you need then to be making sure that money's protected and it's working for you. Reality is most clients are somewhere in between. They've got some money that perhaps is not working for them. In reality, they've not got enough, not enough to do the things that they want to do in life and retire at some point or have the option to in security. We give those people planning how they can best invest their money, but also tax advice, because one of the reasons that you'd work in the Middle East, particularly in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, is that it's a tax-free area. Again, you can imagine that makes a massive difference to your income. If you work in most countries around the world and you're a top earner, imagine you pay tax, income tax, social security, and national insurance, and it can add up to well over 50% of your income. If you're in Dubai or Abu Dhabi in the UAE, there is zero income tax. So if you earn £10,000 in a month, you keep £10,000. Okay, if you're in perhaps the UK, for example, you earn £10,000. By the time you've paid your national insurance and you've also paid for your income tax, you're lucky if you've got 50% of it left. So you appreciate people in the Middle East, they have excess income. Of course, what they want to do is accumulate that money. So one day, if they move away from here, they've got that money and they potentially or probably want that money, or definitely want that money, to be tax efficient. Okay, I always say to clients, one of the reasons you're here is that you get paid tax free. No point in accumulating money, going and living in France and finding you got 54% tax. Okay, that wouldn't be sensible. So we need to be able to plan for that client. Okay, using technology, it makes it super easy. And really what people have to do if they come into the business is they have to have an interest in investing. Obviously, we teach them the basics right from the beginning on how best to invest their money and why shares are a good investment, why sometimes gold is used as an alternative, why government's fixed bonds can sometimes be a good alternative as well. So they understand the full range of investments that are available. But they actually leave that managing of money to an investment fund manager. So what we do is we do the research on what's the best managers in the marketplace, where best to invest. And if you're using ETFs, what are the best ETFs? What is an ETF? How does it work? All of that is given full training. So when you come into the business, you would first of all go through a training program where you learn thoroughly the business. Okay, and I'll agree it's quite intense. We work you hard, but we want to get you to learn and understand what the business is about. And the reason you're prepared to work hard is that you come into this business, there's massive opportunities to develop yourself. The reason you come into this business is you're able to make money for clients, but also make good incomes for yourself. So you're able to earn a good income, but also do some good. In other words, you're able to show people how best to invest so they can achieve financial security. but also, of course, at the same time, you're able to achieve it yourself. You come into the business, we do a training course, it's done here in Dubai. And we've got some of the top advisors in the world here in Dubai. Okay, you know, people say in order to be good at something, you need to practice. Okay, well, I believe it's perfect practice makes perfect. In other words, it's not just practicing, it's practicing it correctly. Okay, so the advantage that we have as a company is that we employ the best people. And so therefore, you'd be learning off the best people. Okay, and they're people like me that perhaps have begun their career at the bottom. They've learned the business. Certainly I did. When I came into the industry, I came into it as a young age and developed through learning the skills right from the beginning. Okay, and you would be the same if you were to join our organization. So you go for a training course. Number one, we'll teach you the knowledge. How does the business work? And then we teach you how to find clients. So the first stage is, how do you prospect? How do you find people? Okay, well, we do a number of different things. We do seminars, for example. We had one last week, which was about property. And lots of people want to come. They want to look at property as an investment. They look at it as being secure and able to give them great yields. So one of the things that you do when you first come into business is learn how to get people to come across to a seminar. Once they're in the seminar, they then see the sort of things that we're able to do. They then sit down with an advisor that would show them the best properties, for example, or the best investments for them. Okay, this week we have another seminar which is coming up, which is about responsible investing. Okay, so you may have seen some of the publicity recently about you can invest your money into areas which help the planet be sustainable. So in other words, companies that do good, companies that look at things like sustainable energy, water, timber, fishing. So looking for things that help the planet be sustainable, but at the same time get good returns. And of course, that's very popular at the moment, and so it should be. And that, again, will be a well-attended seminar. So you come into the business and you'd be approaching people and talking to those people, booking meetings for our advisors and getting people along to seminars, etc., where we can show them what the business is about. Okay, so then you gradually move on so that you can actually introduce people to apps and technology. This company, we have 7 different apps that people can use to invest or save money in a low-cost manner. And you pick that up very, very quickly. Apps are super easy to use and ours are extremely popular. And again, that just helps you, perhaps at the lower end of the market, but helps you learn the basics of the business. And then, depending on you and how hard you work, then you can develop to become a full advisor. Okay, at that stage, you'd learn how to sit down with clients and complete a financial analysis. We call it a fact find, where you see where a person is today and where they want to be in the future. Okay, well, we have a technical team that backs us up and supports us because our clients often are different nationalities. And here we're now talking to a higher net worth individual. And those people, they want to plan. They want to plan their money and they want to make sure it's growing. The great thing about Dubai and Abu Dhabi is that there's a mass of population here and they earn good tax-free money. Perhaps it's the best opportunity in the world because the clients have surplus income. And if they've got surplus income, they need to know how to invest that wisely. Okay, a fact find, as I say, will tell us where the client is today and where they want to be in the future financially. Okay, then again, using technology, we'll find the right product for the client. We guarantee our clients best advice so that we give them the best product for their particular situation. Okay, our second meeting with the client is to present that product. When you first come into the business and you're a trainee, then your incomes will obviously be in the level of a trainee. So when you come into the business, then you would expect to earn between 20 to 50,000 sterling a year. Very quickly you can progress, if you're good, to be an advisor. Again, our top advisors will earn over $1 million a year. But just bear in mind, they've worked hard. They're fully qualified. They're good at all parts of the job. They're good at getting in front of people. They're good at asking to be recommended to other people. They're good at planning. Their clients like them because of the way they do it. And of course, their clients like them because they get them good rewards. It's a business where there's no limit to your potential. I would suggest when you come into the business, depending on your background, it will take you between 6 months to 2 years to train to be really good and be as an advisor. Of course, it does depend on the individual, and some people are able to move quicker than other people. What sort of qualities make a person good at this business? Well, I would suggest to you, number one, you're going to be teachable. You've got to be the sort of person that's willing to learn. You can't be sat there going, I know better. Okay, that's not going to work. You need to come in and be teachable and be prepared with an open mind to learn. Learn how you can teach, how you can present things to a client, how you communicate effectively, and how investments work. You need to be the sort of person that wants to be successful. I call it desire. You know, I'd rather have a person that's got average ability, but a burning desire to succeed than someone who thinks the world owes them a living. Okay, I'm not interested in that type of person. I want somebody that is average or above, but prepared to work hard and wants to succeed in this business. That's the sort of person that I'm looking for. Okay, next quality I'm looking for is empathy. That's the ability to sit down with people, understand how they feel, and show them solutions. And that's so important in this business. You gotta wanna be able to help people and help them invest for their future. Okay, does that sound like you? Are you teachable? Do you have a desire to be successful? Do you have empathy? Can you sit down with people and communicate effectively? Okay, well, if you are and you want a real opportunity in today's world where you're using technology but also using communication skills, then you may well be the right type of person for us. But bear in mind, I'm looking for people that are prepared to work hard. It's that work hard ethic that for me is the number one thing. Okay, why? Because I can teach you. I can show you what to do. I can put you in front with our top guys and show you what they do. But if you're not prepared to work hard, then unfortunately, doesn't matter what I do from a training point of view, you won't be able to put it into action. I'm looking for people that have that work ethic to put the techniques that we teach you, the knowledge that we teach you into action. In finishing, I'd like to briefly just tell you the story of the elephant. Okay, and you're going to think I've flipped my lid, but I promise you I haven't. And it summarizes my philosophy, if I may. If you go along to a circus, you'll see an elephant. Great, big, powerful creature. In fact, the elephant is around 2 tons. Great big powerful creature. A truck gets stuck in the dirt and they get the elephant out and they give it a shove and the truck's on its way again. Okay, a powerful, powerful creature. Circus 10 needs pulling up. Elephant pulls it up. Okay, powerful creatures. And yet, you know, at night, the elephant is tied or tethered perhaps, as you may call it, with a little bit of rope. So a little wooden post in the ground. So it's a great big powerful creature, and yet a little bit of rope, little wooden post. And you know the elephant can't get away. Again, if I was with you, I'd go, any idea why the elephant can't get away? And some of you'd know. The reason is because he thinks he can't. What actually happens is when they're baby elephants, they're tied or tethered with a metal chain to a concrete post. And you know, babies tend to wander and try and get away. The elephant's no different. He tries to wander and tries to get away. And his ankle bleeds and hurts. And after a while, the elephant says, there's something tied to my back leg. I can't get away. They now put a little bit of rope around his leg, little wooden post in the ground. And you know, for the rest of its life, it never bothers trying. Silly story, you may think. But I tell you what I think's even sillier. I actually think most people go through life just like the elephant. They got a little bit of rope around their back legs or a little wooden post in the ground, and they're never going to achieve anything because they think they can't. Okay, one thing that I believe in is you need to be in the right environment. Okay, certainly I'm a Brit, and in the UK, it's you can't do that and you won't do that. Okay, you work for most companies, you can't do that and you won't do that. It's a negative environment. You pick up a newspaper or read it online and it's full of negativity. Of course, the brain is like a computer, garbage in, garbage out. In other words, if negative's coming in, you can't expect a positive effect. You need to be surrounded by positive people. And the number one thing about deVere is that you have top people, you have positive people like me that are working in the organization, and you'll see success, you'll see people doing well. And that gives you the frame of mind, if she can do it, I can. If he can do it, I can. And that, to me, is the number one thing that makes the difference in life, is being surrounded by the right type of people with a positive outlook. I don't know if that sounds like you, but if it is, then we'd like you to take it a stage further. If it sounds like you, then go back to the person that gave you the link to this particular video, and I will book an interview where we can find out more about you. Okay, please follow me on Instagram. It's nigel.green. Okay, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll give you updates on the investment market. And of course, lots of things on positivity. So if you think it's right for you, go back to your recruiter. And either way, subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram or LinkedIn. Okay, I'm up to my limit on contacts, so really easier just to follow me on LinkedIn. But I'm giving out good information, and obviously good information on positivity and the financial industry. Okay, but make sure it's right for you before you go back to the person. We only want people that are determined. We only want people that are prepared to work hard. So thanks for listening to this short video. Hopefully that's been nice and clear. I'm looking for 5 people that I can mentor over the next month. So if you're somebody that would like to be mentored by me personally, then please send me a message, preferably on Instagram, where I can stay in contact with you if you want to be mentored personally. Okay, I got a feeling if I take on 5 people and personally mentor them, then I can make them successful even faster. But if you're going to be mentored, just remember you need to be decisive. You need to be the sort of person that can make decisions. And again, I emphasize the sort of person that's prepared to work hard. Thanks for listening. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. And I'll look forward to meeting some of you on a face-to-face personal basis. Thanks for listening.